Today we are going to look at 3D arrays. We are just going to write the C code for 3D arrays. I taught you how to do this calculation in the last class. So without wasting much time, let me just show you how to write the 3D arrays. So I will say include stdio dot age, then I say int my main function. Then in this class, I am going to do compile time initialization. Then in code blocks, I am going to show you runtime initialization of the arrays, right? So here I will say, I will declare my array and I will say int, let's name it cube. So I will have this place 2, this one 2, and then this 3. So this is depth, rows, and then columns. So I will assign. So this assignment operator, here I will do, then for the depth, 2 steps. So I will have 1, 2, 3, comma, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll close this, comma. So the second step, I'll open it here. Then I'll do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I will close this. Then this one, I will close it here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14. It should be here. So this one is for this. This is for this. This is for this. Then this. So that is complete. Now, this is my curly bracket. I've not closed it yet. So this is me. This is me declaring my array and then initializing it at compile time. So I'm going to, now, the moment this is done, the system has flattened it into a one-dimensional memory, linear memory, which is having something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that to 12. So I'm putting this as 100. So 0, 1, 2, 3, like that, up to what? 11. 11. Now, this is what we have in our memory. So that has been done. What I want to do now is how to access the memory and pull out these values and project them on the screen. So we are going to use a nested for loops. So because we have depth, rows, and columns, we are going to declare 3 variables. So what should be under this place is what I want to write here. Now, this is my declaration and initialization. Now, this is my for loop. So for int, I'm declaring the variables inside the for loops. For int I, assign 0. Then I less than, which is depth, 2. Then I plus plus. You come in. So inside this loop, we have another for loop. So this one is int j, assign 0. J less than 2. Then j plus plus. So you come in. Now inside this for loop again, we have int k, assign 0. K less than, this time around k is what? Column 3. So we have k plus plus. Now inside this k, we are now going to bring in our print function. So print f, then inside this, we'll do our string literal. So we'll call it cube percentage D, percentage D, and percentage D. I don't know whether you are still seeing. So at that point, what I should have written there, I will come here and I will say equals to percentage D. Then I'll do slash n. I'll close this. Then comma. For this percentage D, we'll supply I. For this one, we'll supply J. For this one, we'll supply K. Then comma. For this last percentage D, you're not going to see what is there, so I'll bring it here. We'll supply cube I, J, K. So we'll close this and then we'll terminate our printf function. So for this for loop, we'll end it here. Because of the space, I'm just going to manage it. For this for loop, we'll end it here. For this for loop, we'll end it here. Then I'll say return 0. Then for this one, we are going to end it here. So everything should be under this place, but because of space, that's why I'm writing it here. So this is our program that we have written that is going to run. But how is this program going to work? Remember this formula that I gave you. I times rows times columns, right? Plus J times columns plus K. This formula. And then we have the other one, which is what? We have the other one, which is to get the memory. So base address plus then I times size of data type. We have these two formula. That's what we are going to use to access the memory location for each of them. This has been created and has been assigned to this. So now we have 3 boxes. This is I, this is J, and then this is K. So at this point, for I, you assign 0 to I less than 2, that is true, you come in. You encounter this, you assign 0 to J. J less than 2, that is true, you come in. You encounter this, you assign 0 to what? To K. Then you come in, you are going to print out cube for this place 0, 0, 0 equals to, for this one, it will be what? Access the value in the memory for I, J, K. So I is 0, J is 0, K is 0. Substitute these values for row and column into this equation. So everything will give you 0 plus 0 plus 0. And then when you substitute that flattened index in this place, that will be 0 times size of data type, which is what? Size, which is 4. That will give you 0 plus base address. So base address is 100. So it will come here and it will check what is there. It is 1. So this one will give you 1. Then you increment K to 1. So K becomes 1. Then you substitute this equation into this place. So I is 0. Rows is what? 2. Column 3. Then J is 0. Column is what? Column is 3. But this will give you 0. This will give you 0. But what is K? K is 1, right? K is 1. Then when you add them together, this place will give you 1. So 1 times 4, that will give you 4 plus the base address. So that will bring you to the next one, which is what? 104. And to print out what is here. So this one will give you what? 2. It will do the same thing like that. Then when it finishes with this loop, it will increase this one to 2. After that, it will come back to J. After that, it will come back to I. I have taught you for nested for loop extensively. So look at my previous videos to understand how this is going to read. And then it will print out from 1 to 12 the values of the array on the screen using the nested for loops. So that's what I want to show you in this class. Now, let's go to code blocks. and in code blocks, I'm going to show you how to initialize this array at runtime. So I won't write this. I will write another for loop to use initializing it at runtime with a global variable. And then I will write another for loop to display them on the screen. And I will also show you how to display it in matrix form like I did in 2D array. So if you have come with me this far, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I hope you understand what I just showed you, right? This is a C code for a 3-dimensional array. So let's go to code blocks. This is our code blocks, and this is a script for displaying 3-dimensional arrays. First, I told you in this class, I'm going to show you how to use how to initialize the arrays at runtime using a for loop, nested for loops, and then a global variable. So I have declared my array here, and then I declared a global variable and I assign 1 to it as a value. Then I'm using this nested for loop to initialize my array, as you can see. So for int k equals to 0, assign 0 to k is less than 3, that is true, then you come in. This one is value plus plus, so the initial value of this value will be assigned to ijk, which is 0, 0, 0. Then you will now increment value to 2 because it's plus plus. So you have assigned the initial value to this before you increment it. So value is now 2. Then you come in again. That is, you increment this to what? Increment k to 2. Then you come in. It will now be cube 0, 0, 1. That is, you increment k to 1. Cube 0, 0, 1. When you substitute it, the value is now 2. So you assign 2 to it before you increment the value. So then you increment k again to 2. Then you check 2 is less than 3. So this will now be cube 0, 0, 2. You substitute it for the equation. So what the value is, because you incremented it to 3, that 3 you assign it to this cube 0, 0, 2. So the same thing, you will repeat the same step until you populate it. When you do that, you now use this nested for loop to print out the values on the screen. So using these nested for loops, you assign, you access it, which I taught you this. That will now be cube 0, 0, 0. What will be the value? You will check using this formula, and then you populate it on the screen. So you populate it, then this one is to populate it in a matrix form. Why this? So this one is populated in the matrix form, so you to populate a matrix view for the first array and then the second array. So let's run this program. So this is it. So the first one, which is what I taught you on the board, is going to populate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just as I taught you, you can see cube 0, 0, 1, 1. Cube 0, 0, cube 0, 0, 0 is 1. Cube 0, 0, 1 is 2. Cube 0, 0, 2 is 3. Cube 1, 0 is 4, like that, up to 12, which is cube 1, 1, 2. You assign, access the value. Then, you know, this is a 3 by 3 matrix, 2 by 3 matrix, I mean. Is a 3-dimensional matrix, which is 2 by 2 by 3. 2 by 2 by 3. So meaning 2 floors. That's what you are saying. This is 0, this is 1. So first floor, second floor. Then how many rows? Each floor will carry 2 rows. That's what you are saying. Row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2. So using the indexes 0, 1, 0, 1. Then the columns 3. So column 1, column 2, column 3. Using the indexes 0, 1, 2. So for each of the floors. So that is what I want to show you in this class. So till we see in the next class. Bye-bye.